Okay, so starting on our backs, resting comfortably, and then just bring the feet up onto the floor. As I bring your left hand onto your chest and your right hand onto your belly. And then the elbows drop out to the side. So both elbows are just softly touching onto the ground. And then just start to focus on the gentle rise and fall of your hand. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. And we're just going to be slow and steady here with this breath. Taking a nice deep inhale in and an exhale out. And just bringing all of your attention to that space beneath your palms as you feel this steady rise and fall. Just tuning into your breath, that living rhythm, that one constant in life, no matter what. That breath continuing to draw in and out. Just take a couple of rounds here, breathing in, breathing out, slow and steady, taking your time, because there's nowhere else to be right now. There's no need to rush in the breath. You've got all the time in the world. Just slow down. And just be kind to yourself there. By taking the time to breathe deeply. Once you've taken 2 more deep rounds like this, all the way into the belly and the chest, filling up as much as you can. And letting all that breath go. One more time, breathing in. Gently breathing out. And then inhale, start to lift your arms up overhead. Take a nice stretch. Wrap your arms around your ears, lifting as far as you can with the hands. And then gently bring them down by your side. And we're going to let the knees drop over to the right side. And then bring them back through the center, over to the left side. And just gently, as slowly as you move that breath, we'll move the body just side to side. Taking your time. Easy little movement through the body. And just doing one more set to each side, finishing on the left. And then coming back to the center. We're going to lift the hips now, just an inch off the floor. And then roll back down your spine. Lift them 2 inches off the floor. And then roll back down. And we'll just continue like this, rolling gently up, gently down. A few inches more each time up and down. Just slowly making your way up and down the spine, as if you were just rolling like a wave, up and then back down onto the beach. With soft, steady rhythm through the spine, until eventually you find yourself reaching the peak of that wave, the height that feels comfortable, and then rolling all the way back down. This time, as we inhale, we're going to take the arms overhead. And then as you exhale, push the feet down and find that highest point. Inhale, bring the arms back down beside your feet. And then slowly exhale to roll down. We'll do a few like this. Inhaling, lifting up the arms. Exhaling, lifting up the hips. Inhaling, arms come down. Exhaling, hips roll down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, hips down. A few more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, hips down. A couple more times. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lifting the hips. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, hips down. Final round. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, lift the hips. And then just hold here. 2 breaths in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the arms down and bring your hips back onto the floor. Hug your knees to your chest. Give a little release on those legs. Maybe rock over the back. Massaging out where we've begun that work today. And then bringing the knees over your hips. Have your ankles level. And just start to gently tap the right foot down to the floor. And then exhale to lift back up. Inhale, left foot down. Exhale up, keeping nice and steady in the back. So your lower back remains on the floor. Maybe your hands come onto your belly just to keep the attention there. So moving the legs up and down is a pretty easy thing to do. We can do it almost unconsciously. Moving with the breath. But keeping the back down is going to take some conscious action on your part. Just like we took those conscious breaths. Exhale the knee up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And once you've done a complete round to both sides, option to keep going like that, or inhale, straightening the leg now. Again, keeping the back on the floor. And then exhale, the knee comes up. Inhale, the other side. And then exhale, the knee comes up. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lift. Couple more, right leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale, left leg. Exhale to lift. Very last one. Inhale, right leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale the left leg. Exhale to lift. And then softly crossing at the ankles. Bring your chin up to your chest. Hug the legs in. And then we're going to take just a gentle roll either to the side or up into boat pose. Keeping those feet together. Keep your legs together. Start to sit up really nice and tall for me. Maybe lift the feet a little bit higher. And staying here, inhaling, maybe you start to lift the arms out to the side, just holding steady for 2 more breaths in. And out. So 1 more here, breathing in. And then gently bring the feet to the floor and cross your legs. And we'll just do a little work in the neck today. This colder weather starting to build up some tension. So just gently bow the head down. Just take a couple of rolls here, side to side, very slow and steady. Lift your spine up long and draw your ribs in as you continue to sit up really tall. Just roll gently this way and that, side to side. And bring the hands together onto the back of the neck, gently dropping the elbows in, bowing down here steadily. Inhaling to sit up really tall. And exhaling to keep the head descending down. A couple more rounds. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling. Last one here. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then as you inhale, lift the hands up to the ceiling, lift the head. To reverse that, you just gently reach all the way up to the sky, and then float the hands around by your back, keeping the gaze up. Clasp the fingertips together, draw them down to the earth. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Lifting the chest forward. Couple more breaths there. In and out. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release the arms forward. Bring the right hand onto your left shoulder. Bring the left hand on top. And then just gently bring the elbows forward. Just start to imagine you're pulling those shoulder blades apart. So complete opposite now. Pulling the elbows forward. Squeezing through the front of the chest. Pulling the belly in, pulling the ribs in. As you inhale, lift those arms up. Take a little look up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, curl the elbows in towards your belly button. Inhale, lift up, high as you'll go. Exhale, curling in. One more round like this. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in. And then inhale, lift. We'll change sides. So now the left hand goes first, right hand on top. 3 more rounds. Inhale to lift. Exhale, curling in. So you feel that top arm pressing down onto the bottom arm. Getting a little stretch there in the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in towards your belly button. Last time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in. And then inhale, lift. Release those arms. We're going to come back up into boat pose, bringing the knees together. Bringing the arms either to hold on to the legs, the ankles, or maybe even bringing the feet together and letting the knees go wide. So you're still sitting up tall, the back really straight, really strong. Lifting up here. If you've got that wide-legged version, just gently drawing the feet in, sitting up tall. And then we're going to make this a little bit more dynamic if you want to. You either stay or as you inhale, you release, you extend, and then you exhale to come back in. Do 5 in total. Inhale to extend. I'm pointing my fingers, sometimes just gives you a little bit of activation in the arms, and then exhale, drawing in. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pulling in. 2 more. Extend. Exhale in. 1 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw into the center. And then again, let's cross the legs. Keep those hands together. Reach them up around your ears now. And take a little gentle lean over to the right. We're stretching out each side of the spinal muscles, letting the head drop into that right arm. So cradling the head. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, take a little lean over to the left. Inhale, lift up tall. We're now going to keep the right arm there. We're going to bring the left hand onto the hip. And then again, take a little lean over to the right. Keeping this left hand here. Pull that elbow back. Pull the shoulder back. Inhaling here. Coming up tall. And then this time, bringing the left hand onto the back. Inhale, lift up. And then as you exhale, you can bring the right hand down and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. So take a little lean there through the neck. Use the right hand to push on the floor. So you stay upright this time through the spine. We're just turning through the neck. Pull the elbow back. And then inhale, lift up. Float the left arm up. Right hand to hip. And just take a little lean, creating a shape a bit like a teapot. Pouring the left ear onto that left arm. Reaching that left hand up and away. So we're extending rather than collapsing into the spine. Inhale, sit up tall now. Bring the left hand onto the floor. Right hand onto the back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale now. Just let the ear drop. And pin that right elbow back. So you're pulling back with that elbow. Everything else relaxing here. Spine nice and long as you inhale. And exhale, 1 more. And then inhale, lift up the head, release the shoulders. We're going to bring the hands onto the floor, rolling onto all fours. Bring your knees beneath your hips, shoulders above the wrist. And just take a couple of rounds of cat-cow, inhaling, dropping the belly, but keeping it engaged. So rather than just dropping into flexibility, if you've got it, imagine you're extending the front of the body. You're pulling the belly forward and up. And then as you exhale, rounding the back to the seat. Inhale. You're sending those hips back. You're activating the core muscles and pulling the belly forward and up. Exhaling, rounding the back to the seat. We'll do one more step. Inhale. Extend the front of the body. And then exhale, rounding the back all the way up to the sky. From here, tuck under the toes. Send those hips back. Reach the arms forward. Get a nice long stretch. And then keeping the toes tucked under, start to pick the hips all the way back and up to down dog. And just have a little walk out of the feet. Maybe rock the hips a little bit. Maybe find a bit of twisting there. Send those heels backwards towards the back of the mat. And your hips backwards as if someone was pulling you up and back to the ceiling. And then slowly as you exhale, replace the knees onto the floor. We're going to take an inhale and take the right leg straight back behind. And then just as slowly as we're taking those breaths, we're going to exhale and bring this knee up to find the nose. Inhaling, slowly extend it back. Exhaling, bringing it in towards the nose. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, coming into the center. 2 more. Inhale, extend, nice and slow and steady. Exhale into the center. Last time. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. And then inhale, take the leg out. This time, we're going to pick up the left arm, reach it by the ear. Holding here for 3 breaths. In. And out. 2 more. In. Drawing up the belly fibers and the ribs. Holding strong for 1 more. In. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the back knee. We're going to bring the left hand either onto the back to keep you stable, or reaching onto the foot or the ankle if it's there. And then lifting up the back knee and the foot for 3, looking forward. 2 more breaths. Pulling the belly up and in. Extending through the front for 1 more breath in. And then as you exhale, put your hand and knee onto the floor. Take a little rock side to side, perhaps. You sink back to child pose or take a down dog just for a moment. And then we'll do the other side. So inhaling, start to extend this left foot straight back. And then with an exhale, slow and steady, bring the knee into the nose. Inhale, take your time, extend it back. Exhale, bring the knee into the nose and really engage through the muscles of the leg. This is our activation time, switching on the glutes to lift that leg. As you exhale, the quadricep takes over to pull forward. Inhaling, the straightness of the leg comes from the hamstring engaging. Last 2, exhaling. Inhaling, feel that extension. Last time, in. Inhaling out now to hold. Lifting up the right hand, finding the balance for 3 breaths in. And out. Pull the hand forward, pull that leg back for 2. And for 1, inhale. As you exhale, bend the back knee, bring the right hand either to the back so you can just hold there steady, or take hold of this ankle or the foot. Lift up again. You're activating the belly, so you're pulling it up away from the floor. 2 more breaths in and out. 1 more breath in. And then as we exhale, release gracefully down onto the floor. Once more. A little rock, little wiggle of the hips, whatever works, just to release out. And then we're going to come up to Our downward facing dog. Toes tucked under. Hands and feet extending. Spreading each digit across the mat. Just take 2 more breaths here. Pull those hips back and up. Really feel this extension through the body. 2 more times. In and out. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. And find yourself here, folding head and chest. Gently over the legs, releasing down. As you inhale, let's just take a little roll up the spine. Find yourself standing tall. Eventually, stacking up the spine like blocks of Lego. Your head up at the end, and then inhale. Arms sweep all the way up. And exhale, pulling in through the front, fold back down. So extending the back, bend the knees. And then as you inhale, straighten the right leg. And start to pick the right hand up to the ceiling. So float that hand all the way up, nice and high. Lifting tall. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling to lift and extend. Exhaling. Push the heels down. Last time, inhale in. And then exhale, folding in. We'll inhale to the other side. Lift the left arm, straighten the left leg. Keep that right knee there. Looking up to the ceiling, opening up here for 2 more. In and out. 1 more in. And then exhale as you float the hand back down. Let's take an inhale, lift up halfway, look all the way down to the top of the mat. And as you exhale, see if you can keep the arms and legs straight and walk to the top of the mat with the hands. From there, lower the knees, draw the chest down to the floor. And then inhale, belly button down, gently lift and peel the shoulders up and back. Exhale, tuck under the toes. Find our downward facing dog. Inhaling here, nice and steady. Exhaling, heels pushing down into the air. 2 more, inhaling. We step the feet back further, adding that challenge of lengthening through the whole body. Last time, inhale. And then exhale, look forward. Let's bend the knees, step the right foot and left foot up to the hands. Take an inhale, look halfway forward. Take an exhale, folding all the way down. And then inhale, sweep the hands out to the sides, up, tall. Do another flow, exhaling to fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, let's step the right foot and left foot back. Lower the knees or lower halfway if you're feeling warm enough. And then inhale, extend up. Again, pull that belly up and forward. And then exhale, squeeze the glutes as you come back and up, downward dog. Taking your nice deep breath here in and out. 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. Draw the heels down, lift up through the legs, through your kneecaps, through your thighs. And as you next exhale, look forward, step the left foot, right foot to the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, sweep the hands out to the sides, up to the sky. And then exhale, hands by your hips. We'll do 1 chair pose, inhaling to sink the hips back. And have a look in, check if you can see, maybe not even just your toes, maybe see if you can pull the hips so far back you can see your ankles. And then lift those arms up by the ears, drawing in with the belly, inhaling here, reaching back, pulling through the front, exhaling. 2 more breaths to hold. Grip the toes onto the floor as you inhale. And exhale, very last one here, in. And the exhale, folding down, lift the hips to the sky. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, bend the knees, step left foot, right foot back, knees, chest, chin, or halfway. And then inhale, extend the body up. Exhale, float those glutes back and up. And pause here for your 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhaling. 2 more in and out. 1 more breath here, in and out. And then inhale, lift the right leg. As you exhale, step the foot forward, back heel in, raise the arms up, your warrior one. Clasping the hands together. So squeeze the hands together, reach up nice and tall. So you're activating those arms, just squeezing them right up by your ears. As if you could just slowly close off your ears and close off any outside noise, even my voice. Bring that front knee over the ankle, check both heels are gripping down. We're pulling in through the front of the body, lifting and extending tall. 3 more breaths, holding steady. In and out. 2 more breaths here, inhaling. And exhaling, 1 more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down behind you, clasp those fingertips, draw the shoulder blades back and together, and then keeping the legs exactly as they are. Take a humble bow forward, head and chest bowing in, letting the head perhaps start to drop down steadily, softening here. Maybe the hands reach up overhead. You've got 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhaling fully. 2 more breaths here, in and out. 1 more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to surround this front foot. And as you inhale, start to straighten that front leg, staying low, pushing both heels down. So coming into a nice hamstring stretch here, forward. Pushing both heels down. Again, drawing in with the belly, letting the head and chest bow down to the leg. Hands dropping softly. And if the floor doesn't feel comfortable, then rest on that leg, whatever suits you. Inhaling in. Exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, we're going to lift those front toes. And we're going to turn the toes to the side of the mat as you walk the hands around. Soften the knees as much as you need. Otherwise, push the heels down and just start to take a little bow into the center of the mat. As you do, inhale, feel those hips lifting as if a bunch of balloons was attached to your hips, pulling them up to the ceiling whilst keeping the heels on the floor. Really extending through the back of the legs. 2 more breaths here. Maybe walk the hands further back in between the feet. Inhaling. And exhaling. 1 more here, in. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn the left foot to the back. Walking the hands round, bring the back heel onto the floor at 45 degrees. So we're coming up into warrior one. Inhaling here. Lifting tall, float the hands out. And then exhale, push both feet down. Inhaling, pulling up and in with the belly. And exhaling, feet gripping into the floor. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last 2, breathing in fully. And exhale. Last one, inhaling in. And then exhale, float the hands behind your back, clasping fingertips, maybe swapping which little finger comes outside so it feels strange to you. And then as you exhale, bowing down. Again, both legs are engaged, pushing into the floor. Arms either on the hips or lift up. And feel the strength here through the legs. Feel the power of pushing the floor away. As you then let the upper body descend. 3 more breaths here. Fully in. Fully out. 2 more in. Breathing out 1 more time in. And then as you exhale, the hands are coming down to surround the foot. And you're just gently inhaling to straighten that front leg. Squeezing both glutes, keeping the feet equally pressing into the floor. Inhale, hollow in the belly. And exhale, bow yourself. Hands can rest on the shin if that's more comfortable in the arms. Inhaling here. Exhaling last time. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, lift up those front toes. Turn them to the side of your mat. Find yourself this time lifting up. So have your right hand down. And then inhale, lift up the left hand into the sky. So twisted version. Both feet are facing that long edge of the mat as you reach tall in. And out breath. One more here. Inhale. Exhaling, bring the hand down. Inhale, lifting up the other way. Pushing both feet down. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out. 2 more times. Inhaling. And exhaling. 1 more time. In. And then exhale, folding. From here, walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Step both feet back. And then lower through. Inhale to lift and extend. Last time. Exhale. Take the hips back to your down dog. Float them back and up for 3 breaths. Just evening out that stretch through the legs. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Then as you inhale, pick up this left leg. Exhale, step the foot forward. Step the right foot forward to join. Take an inhale, look forward. And then as you exhale and fold down, start to sink your hips down. Slowly coming through a squat. And then maybe you take the hands off the floor. Maybe the hands stay low to support you. You're going to bring the hips all the way down. And then hug the knees into the chest. Arms wrapping around nice and close. And from there, you can bring the feet down and just start to gently slide them away. Keeping the chest on the thighs. And going as far as it feels comfortable. Just folding in. So just lengthening out the back now. Just letting the chest and the belly rest onto the legs, completely releasing now any sense of control, effort in the torso. Softening down, maybe anchoring yourself closer to the floor with each deep exhale. Breathing steadily in, steadily out. 2 more in, and more breath in. And if you exhale, release the legs. Come back to sit up. Roll down onto your spine. And then from here, we're going to start to let the legs just start to sweep over to the right. And then take hold of your left wrist with the right hand. Start to just gently encourage the arms over to the right as well, but keeping the shoulders on the ground. And you'll start to just get a nice stretch up that left side, as well as just dropping the weight through the hips. Both hands and knees over to the right. Letting the shoulders relax heavily. Your right hip is heavy, your left hip might come off the floor. You can bring the left knee closer on top of the right. We're just trying to find any little sense of stretch through that left side of the torso. The head is dropping down, right ear into the right shoulder. Nice and soft and relaxed now through the arms and the legs. 2 more breaths here. Taking 1 more breath in. And then gently bring your knees over to the other side, keeping the torso as it is. So turning this into a twist. His arms leaning over to the right. The knees might stack on top of each other. They might not. That's okay. There's no requirement. Getting a nice stretch. Taking 2 more breaths in and out. Inhale. Exhale. And keeping the movement slow. Let's bring the arms back. Let's bring the feet back. Take 1 press of the feet down. Exhaling to lift up the hips. So you're re-extending through both sides. And then slowly roll the hips down. We'll take the right wrist in the left hand now as you bring the knees over to the left also. So first of all, starting with this extension on the right side of the torso. Letting the weight of the body just drop out to the side. Slow, steady rhythm. Moving fully and deep. Final time. We'll gently bring the knees across the center as you exhale over to that right side, turning this into a twist. Last breath here. And then gently come back into the middle. And let the feet stay together and the knees fall apart in opposite directions. Bring your hands down. Again as we began, right hand to the belly, left hand on your chest, knees fall apart. And just rest there. Breathing fully. Breathing deeply. Softening the body. And just tuning back into the rhythm of your breath. Rise and fall of your hands. Letting all of your focus and attention rest on that space. Slow, steady rhythm. After staying here for the last few breaths, or straightening your legs to relax completely. Breathing fully. In and out. Inhale and exhaling. Full deep breath in. Full breath out. In and last one. Stay a bit longer if you like, or if you're ready, you bring those knees together up into your chest. Give yourself a hug, and nice and close. You're moving the head side to side, Taking any little movements you like. And eventually deciding it's time to roll onto a comfortable position on your side. And then you can lift up from there, all the way to sit tall. Legs crossed. Take a big in breath. Take an out breath. Open up your eyes and come back to this beautiful day. Just take a nice pause. Take a moment before you rush off anywhere to just think about what you're grateful for today, whether it's sunny skies when they're here, bit of chance to spend time doing the things that you love, having a bit of freedom in your own life with no obligations to be anywhere else or do anything else. There's always that silver lining. So thank you so much. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your week. Take care.
Thank you, Lindsay.